Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Aries September 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as September goes, the Sun will be in Virgo from the 1st until the 23rd. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, this could be a time for Aries. You might have a very strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on health-related matters, employment, fitness, diet, the daily routine, service rendered, even pets in some cases, an aunt, an uncle, and just work in general at this time. And given that this is Virgo energy, this could be done in a very perfunctorily manner. A lot of this could be done with a lot of organization. Um, it could be a strong focus of organization in your daily routine. And also, a lot of this energy could be done very systematically, very methodically, very prudently, and with certain premeditation because Virgo, of course, is an earth sign, and and earth signs are generally premeditative. And but also there can be some frugality, perhaps in health-related matters. This could be a time where it's a really strong focus and you're putting a lot of concentration of energy, really in attention into, say, really doing perhaps rather frugal and even parsimonious, if you will, health-related matters in health and cost, and really a lot of cost control over health-related matters. A lot of frugality, perhaps as far as matters connected with really your perhaps your matters with your pets and also again your health, finding maybe the cheapest doctor you can find, and also too in some cases this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Virgo health related issue, such as something with the spleen, or it could be some intestinal issue. And also too in some cases, this could be an eye-related issue because remember that the sun rules either the left or the right eye depending on gender. And it could be where because Virgo is very work-related and hard-working, and it's laborious, it could be where one eye is maybe a little bit strained, or it seems like it's working harder maybe than the other in terms of trying to see, as an example. So anyway, next thing up. Well, the Sun will be in Libra as far as September goes, from the 23rd until the 30th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, this could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on open adversaries, legalities, legal issues, even divorce in some cases, a significant other, partnerships, could be business partnerships, relationships in general, others in general, even a negotiation, compromise. And given that this is Libra energy, a lot of this may be done with a lot of balance and a lot of refinement, perhaps in your relationships, and also a lot of tact and diplomacy with others in general. Seventh house is also the grandmother. This could also be a time where you put a lot of concentration of energy and focus and attention into negotiation, compromise, reconciliation in your relationships at this time, and even perhaps and maybe even a strong focus on compromise or trying to reconcile issues, I should say, with open adversaries at this time. Now, in some cases, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Libra open adversary. It could be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Libra characteristics. In some cases, this could be a dominant male. Sometimes it could be the father that might be coming out as an open enemy or adversary. It could be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, again, or one that embodies Libra traits. Next thing up. There will be a full moon in Pisces on September 13th, so the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, we're talking about full moons in astrology. Often this could be about the completion or culmination of something. This could be about the completion of perhaps where you might have shown a lot of self-sacrifice, compassion, altruism in helping others that were less fortunate than yourself, such as the impoverished, the oppressed, the homeless, the hungry, those that had difficulty helping themselves. But it might come to an end, perhaps as an example, because you might have felt you just gave whatever you could, and it was time for these people to help themselves. Now, in some cases, too, I mean, when you're talking about full moons in astrology, it could be about revelations and unveilings. Now, at this time, one way this may manifest, this could be a revelation or unveiling, perhaps of some kind of self-deception or self-sabotage in connection with a limitation, where maybe you were just limiting yourself and you really had some ability to do something, but you thought it was a limitation, and whatever inhibited you may be able to dissolve at this point in time. And also, too, sometimes this could be a revelation or unveiling of a Pisces hidden adversary that comes to light, so to speak. It could be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Pisces characteristics. Now, also, too, full moons in astrology can be a time where one becomes tired, had enough, or simply tired, exasperated, full of something. This could be a time where you might become tired, exasperated, full, so to speak, perhaps an overly, perhaps passive or ambivalent, indecisive, perhaps deceptive or duplicitous, perhaps an aunt and uncle. It could be somebody that's prominent in your private life in some cases. It could be somebody that you may know in a 12th house profession, such as the metaphysical, which includes astrology or spirituality, photography, chemistry, something that is 12th house related. So, and it could be a time where maybe you did something where you showed a lot of self-sacrifice in something 12th house related, and it could come to an end at this point in time as well. In some cases, very isolated though, it could be some revelation or unveiling of some kind of maybe confounding or confusing mental illness, or something mental illness that would be Pisces related, such as schizophrenia. But this, again, people, obviously very isolated, and a lot of this could be predicated and dependent on aspects as next to points in one's chart, such as an adverse aspect to one's natal Mercury, or say a square to the 3rd house cusp. Anything, really there has to be other things that would have to reaffirm this, I believe. That by itself, I don't see that happening. So again, I very isolate. Next thing up, there will be a new moon in Virgo on September 28th, so the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, one way this may manifest, this could be the beginning of a Virgo employment situation. For some people, it could be where you're doing some kind of extrapolation of data, projecting something statistically. It could be the start of being a professional organizer, something that requires being punctilious with details such as data entry, computer programming, even detailing vehicles, and anything that could be Virgo related, something with analytics, something which requires organization, maybe diet, health, fitness, cleaning. Could also be a time too, in some cases, it could be a new Virgo related health issue at this time, such as something with the spleen or some intestinal issue. It could be also too where this could also be the beginning of providing some kind of very laborious service to others, and something where you're very dutiful in the process, and really in doing it in really such a strong, helpful type Virgo related manner, in doing it, really with a lot of hard work, a lot of industry. And it could be a time too, or maybe some Virgo service related thing you might start, such as something with some kind of health or diet or fitness, something where you provide maybe some means for others to be healthy, anything that could be Virgo related. So anyway, And also, too, it could be the rekindling of a connection with an aunt or an uncle at this time, or somebody that you may know at your place of employment. It could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Virgo traits. Next thing up, Mercury will be in Virgo as far as September goes, from the 1st until the 14th. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, you might find yourself, well, perhaps thinking really very systematically and methodically, perhaps about maybe matters with your health. It could be with formulation of some kind of very methodical or systematic, maybe health-related situation, or maybe a fitness program that you might have devised that is very methodical, very systematic. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, could also be a time too where there could be a lot of critical and judgmental type conversations with an aunt, with an uncle, people prominent in your daily routine. It could be somebody that you render service to, and also really too at this time when you're trying to perhaps, I mean, Mercury and Virgo energy could be a time too where people can become impatient with people that aren't thinking as quickly as them, and it could be those people that could be an aunt, an uncle, someone prominent in the daily routine, someone prominent in your place of employment, your health life, such as someone you may know at a health or fitness center. And as I've stated previously, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Virgo characteristics that might figure more prominently in your daily routine, your health life. Could be fitness related matters. It could be your employment, and maybe matters with pets, such as helping you take care of them at this time. And also, this could be at times too, where I mean, Mercury can be about neighbors as well. So this could be about very perhaps worrisome, apprehensive neighbors, maybe worrisome regarding your health or your employment, and being very inquisitive about these matters and things that you do in your daily routine, perhaps. Next thing up. Mercury will be in Libra as far as September goes, from the 14th until the 30th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, you may find yourself trying to have peaceful conversations and negotiations with open adversaries, legal opponents at this time, and maybe really wanting some peace offering with these people. It could be where you're trying to reconcile differences, and it could be with them. And also too at this time it could be very about very balanced, equitable communications and conversations with a grandmother, others in general, someone you're in a significant other situation with, and really thinking about just fairness in marriage if you are married at this time. And as I've stated before, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Libra traits. They could be, this could be where they may be, these people may be at this time seeking, perhaps they're be trying to be fair-minded, or maybe trying to, they could be, well, I should say these Libra, I'm sorry, let me go back and rewind on this, people. Now, Mercury, I mean, again, could also be about siblings. This could be about Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, simply ones that embody Libra traits that might figure prominently in negotiations, compromise, reconciliation, legal matters at this time, maybe helping you do something in connection with the divorce, or it could be anything that could be seventh house related. And at this time too, it could be where, I mean, a lot of this, depending whether beneficial or to your detriment, could be predicated and dependent upon aspects as makes the points in your chart, and especially perhaps with legal matters. If it's if this makes, let's say, a positive aspect to your natal Jupiter, or sextile trine to your natal Jupiter, they might be actually very beneficial in this area. But let's say it makes an adverse aspect to your natal Saturn, they might be causing maybe some sorrow, dejection, or loss in this, and maybe even in your relationships or important connections as well somehow, whether it may be maliciously or maybe not. But anyway, last but not least, Venus will be in Virgo as far as September goes, from the 1st until the 14th. So the 6th house will all be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, Aries, if you're unattached, you may connect with a Virgo Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Virgo traits that you may meet at your place of employment, may be prominent in your daily routine. It might be someone you provide some kind of service to, or someone you know at a health-related venue. This could also be about valuing punctuality, dependability, reliability, and really and even frugality in some cases, perhaps in your daily routine, health-related matters, your place of employment. It could be also valuing hard work and industry in 6th house related matters, such as service rendered to others. Now, in some cases too, remember that Venus could be connected with the throat or the neck. This could be about very nagging, perhaps throat or neck issues at this time, and it could be a time too where you really might be requiring maybe more peace at this time than usual in your daily routine and your place of employment, and it might be something where you analyze this for some time. Given that Virgo is very analytical, it's about analyzing things. Could also be about the enjoyment of Virgo-like things in your daily routine. It could be such as extrapolating data. It could be something with health, with diet, with fitness, or something where you're doing some kind of computer programming or something that requires acute attention to detail, and also valuing being very scrupulous in 6th house matters, such in precision, such as what you do at your place of employment, your work life, and really, and perhaps in matters with fitness and health as well at this time. So anyway, and also you might find yourself being more discriminating, perhaps in your relationships, in your daily routine, or even maybe with a lover that you might meet at some 6th house venue. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Aries September 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be giving you my Aries September 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.